Assalamu alaikum students. My name is Ms. Zufisha and I am back again with the physical or chemical changes. We have already discussed that in our previous lectures, and now we're going to see a little bit more about these changes. In a chemical change, a new substance is made, like when you burn a candle. In a physical change, no new substance is made, like when water turns to ice. To better understand the difference between chemical versus physical change, let's break it down. Chemical reaction, a process by which one or more substance called reactants are changed into one or more substance called product. So the one which are reacting are known as reactants and the one which is being formed is the product. And how will we know that this is a chemical reaction? There are many signs by which we can identify if it is a physical reaction or if it is a chemical reaction. Let's see it one by one. One is a color change. Number two is formation of a precipitate PPT. Third is release of a gas, and fourth, energy change, that is change in heat, light and sound, or the production of sound, and odor change, that is change in smell. Anytime a new substance is made, a chemical change takes place. Usually two or more materials are combined, let's say two or more reactants are combined, and a new substance is formed, or I can say a product is formed. Reactant is the one which will react and product is the one which will be formed, okay? Some chemical changes are a little bit more difficult to stop, like when a nail rusts. Rusting is a chemical reaction because there is a color change in it, so you will identify it as a chemical reaction. Rusting is a chemical reaction. If you notice bubbles being formed or a change in color or temperature, there is a good chance a chemical change has taken place, but not at always. Scientists can determine if a chemical change has occurred by asking this question, and that is, was the substance formed present before? Was the substance formed present before? If the answer is no, then it is a chemical reaction. If it is formed before the reaction, the thing are same before and after the reaction, then it is a physical change. But if a new thing is formed, then it is a chemical change. New thing formed, chemical change. Nothing new formed, physical change. Okay. Since chemical changes make new substances, most of them cannot easily be undone. For example, when you burn wood or you burn anything, you can't really turn the gases back into log or the thing that has burned very easily. Let's see these one by one. In a physical change, as I said, no new thing will be formed. The change in a substance is physical when a substance is cut, you see it cutting here, bent, broken, painted, or peeled. Now, if you see we are painting something, we are coloring, we are giving it a new color. So you may ask me the question that if we are coloring something, then it should be called a chemical change. But here, no reaction has been taken. It's just we are coloring something. So that would be counted as a physical change. Painting would be considered as a physical change. Or a substance changes from its solid state to liquid state or from liquid to gas and vice versa. Like it's happening here, melting of ice, it's a physical change. This is just a change of state. A substance is mixed with another substance to form a mixture. For example, if I have a water and I put 2 to 3 drops of ink in it, and then it will be considered as a physical change because nothing new is formed and no product is formed. It's just a physical change. So melting of ice, state changes. We are cutting something it's a physical change. We are mixing something and they're retaining their properties, then it will be considered also as a physical change. Shredding paper, you are just cutting it, the paper will remain paper even if it is in this form, then it is also a physical change. Now we'll see a chemical change. If you are burning something, it means that you are producing gases, it means that you are producing ashes. What is ash? The powdery substance left after the burning of a material is called ash. Ash is in the solid form, it is the non-gaseous and non-liquid product of burning. So if a ash is formed, can I bring it back to its original form? Can I put the ash and pray, oh Allah, please make it back to the wood? Is it possible? No, it is not possible to turn it back into the wood, into the log. Rotting banana. This is also a chemical change. You can smell it, you can see the color change in it, and you cannot bring it back to its original property. So we will call it as a chemical change. Mixing vinegar and baking soda. This is a little explosive experiment that you guys do it at your home. So there's a bubbles forming in it. So I would say that it's a chemical change. Fireworks, you see light, you see sound, you see color. So all of this will be considered as a chemical change. When things burn, they are changed chemically. As I said, gas is released, color is changed, a smell is an odor is formed. So all of this will be a chemical change. When things burn, they change chemically. Okay. The burning process is called combustion. The new material are solid and mostly gases. And this process is known as the burning of something. This process is known as combustion. Say it with me, students. Combustion. Now we will solve this worksheet. I want you to help me out in this. A bread is baked. When you bake a bread, you can smell it, you can see the color change in it, you can see the color change in it. So I would call it as a physical or chemical. Physical or chemical? It's a chemical change because you can smell it, you can see the bubbles in it, because you can see the color change in it. Boiling water evaporates. This is a state change. The water will be water even in the gaseous form. So what is this? A physical change or a chemical change? This is, there is a state changing in it. What would we call it? Is there a color change? Can you smell it? Is something new formed? No. So we would call it as a physical change. A rock is smashed into pieces. Are these pieces different from this one? No, they are similar to the bigger one. So what kind of change is this? Physical change. An old nail gets rusty. Color is changing. A new thing is formed. What kind of change is this? Is it a physical change? A new thing is formed or not? Yes, a new thing is formed. It's not like the iron that it was before. So what is it? It's a chemical change. A frozen treat melts. So melting is happening here. Is something new formed? No. So what kind of change is this? Physical change. An egg is cooked. Oh, it's different from this one. I can smell it. Color is also changing. What kind of change is this? Chemical change. Students, I hope you understand the difference between physical and chemical change. Until then, take care. Allah Hafiz.